Hey, this is Al Duncan, co-host of Skill Talk. Look, I'm sitting here loving life. Life is loving me. I got the calm waters, the palm trees, and the golf course in the background. You know what? And we got an exciting episode of Skill Talk coming up for you in just a few seconds. But first, let me let you know a couple things we got going on. We got a new program called the S3 Young Professionals Program. That's where you get a chance to hear from and learn from students, graduate professionals, undergrads. We're talking about interns and young professionals in the STEM industry. We're talking about young STEM leaders doing their thing. You get to hear from them, learn from them about soft skills and how they're using them in the workplace and in school. And so you know what? Make sure you head over to s3tem.com. That's s3tem.com. Check that out. While you're there, sign up for the newsletter. Make sure you get your free soft skills success plan as well. And you know what? I'm going to tell you what time it is. It's time for Skill Talk. So enjoy the episode.
Hi, welcome to Skill Talk, the Soft Skills Success Show. My name's Michelle Lee, the founder of Soft Skills for STEM, and my co-host Al Duncan.
Yes, I'm here. I'm excited. You see this big grin on my face?
I see.
I'm happy because you know why I'm happy?
Why you happy?
Because we're a good team. Me and you, we're a good team. We do this thing right here. That gets me excited.
Well,
you got something to say about
that? Yeah,
we're
a good team.
Yes.
But lately at work, I've been feeling like an I team.
Okay.
Like, you know, you got your iPhone,
right,
your iPad, solo. I've been on
like an I-team.
A team with one.
You need me coming to the job, you know. I do things. I'm just kidding. Okay. Well, what's going on?
Well, you know, you're the soft skills master trainer, so I'm going to ask you for some advice because I don't know how to handle this one. So I'm on this assessment team, and it's kind of, well, the team is composed of another employee from another organization. So we don't work for the same employer.
Collaboration. Then.
Yes, okay. Collaboration. And we're assessing each other's organization, as well as some others.
Okay.
And I have wound up doing all the work.
No. Okay. This sounds familiar. I've heard this.
And my team member has acknowledged that. Thank you for doing all the work. And and the conversation I had was, if you're really thankful, give me your paycheck.
Did you say that for real?
I did. Michelle, you can have anything but my paycheck.
Okay. And what was your response to that?
I just didn't have one. I was just like, really?
You're really stunned, right?
Yeah. So, and I was just sitting there thinking.
You should have told him, well, then if I can't have your paycheck, I will definitely take some more of your time, energy, and effort.
Yes, but it doesn't seem like it's going that way.
Okay.
So I guess my question to you is, how do you handle a situation like that when you do have a team member that acknowledges that they're not doing anything?
Okay.
And they are acknowledging that you're doing all the work. And then the other thing on top of that, it's a team, but they're the team lead.
Oh, that's the team lead also?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, first of all, that's a challenging situation because, of course, you know, philosophies are great team players. People know that when the team wins, you win. And another philosophy that I'm always telling people is, I got your six. You know, that means if one of your teammates or if you are having a hard time, your teammate or your team member, whoever you're collaborating with, is supposed to help you out with things. However, there is a thin line between being helpful and being taken advantage of. And see, what you can't let happen in life as a professional for you is you can't allow yourself to be taken advantage of, especially not over a long period of time. All right. And so there's a couple things here. I believe that you should never let your brand suffer because someone else is involved in something that you're dealing with, right? So in other words, if whoever you all are doing the project for, whoever you're reporting to, is not going to want to hear something like, well, he didn't do the thing, and that's why I wasn't done. They don't usually hear that. They usually blame the team as a whole. So internally, you got to protect your brand first. So I think you made the right move by making sure things get done.
Oh yes,
Okay.
yes, because
Now,
it's my reputation on the
right.
on the line, and I'm gonna do the very best job that I can do, and regardless of this. And I think, after I hear your advice, but it does need to be addressed after everything is said and done.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. The first things first, believe it or not, this is what people don't like is the first things first is if you accepted responsibility for the task that the team is supposed to accomplish, project, whatever it is, and you all are reporting to someone else and the other people are depending on you, then no matter what, that task, that project has to be completed. Okay, so that's got to get done for the sake of your reputation just as much as anybody else's, because you all know how it is. My mom come walking in the house and said, I told y'all to clean the house. Now, I can start pointing fingers at any one of my brothers and sisters all I wanted to. She is not trying to hear it. She said, I told y'all to clean the house, and everybody's in trouble. So if this is something we experience not only at work, but just in life in general. So what happens is that you get the stuff done, but somewhere in there, he caught you off guard when he said you can have anything except for my paycheck. That's okay. What you said, okay, you caught me off guard on that one. We're going to revisit that conversation in a little while. Now, when you revisit the conversation, a couple things that you want to do is very explicitly, and that is, you want to tell him how his lack of effort or leaving you out there made you feel. Notice how I said how his lack of effort or his whatever he's doing or how he's contributed made you feel. Not talking about him as an individual, because everybody goes through things. So you want to focus on, let me say this slowly, this is conflict management. As much as it's teamwork here, it is also conflict management. And when you're dealing with conflicts, you have to focus on the issue, not the individual. Focus on the issue, not the individual, okay? So you let them know how it made you feel, all right? And you have to, in your mind, think of what exactly you would like to see done that will help you feel better about that. And these are things you have to know ahead of time before you had a conversation with them. So you have to say, listen, I understand things happen, it's no problem. So going forward, if you don't mind, I would like for you to do A, B, C, and D. Because if you can do these three things, then in your mind, the work maybe starts to even out, or that'll give you a day off or a few more hours off and things of that nature. So that's what I used to do when in the restaurant. We were all working on a big catering project or something like that, and one of the cooks was late or somebody didn't do what they were supposed to do. Eventually, I started learning to say, you know what, I can fuss them a little bit, but it's better off for me to just come in and say, you know what, here's the deal. So we already took care of all of this. No problem. If you could help us with this, then everything will be back in order and we'll be back on track. So that's the first level, is to be strategic enough and confident enough to say what you think needs to happen to make the team and you feel better in the situation. All right, that's the first level. Now, once you do that and that doesn't work, then we're gonna have to go through some other sources, or something, because you cannot be taken advantage of long term where you're the only one doing all the work.
No, yeah, this is a short project.
Good. That's the best thing ever. And if it's a short project, that's even more of a reason to make sure that it gets done, because it's not going to be like I got to work with this person every day for the next 5 years or something.
Yeah, but I just can't believe that they have a conscience and feel comfortable with, being on the team and then going to accept credit, for the work.
Yes.
So that's going to be interesting when we turn it all in, whether he will say, yes, thanks to Michelle, she did everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it would have been a lot easier if he just would have taken on what he said he was going to do earlier.
Like you did.
Yeah, in the project. Oh, he had some health issues going on, and he said, I'll do the document reviews, and you do the field work.
Gotcha.
Well, I did the field work, and
But
then
he didn't do the document review.
yes, and so I'm stuck with the document reviews.
And you got to do that part too. Yeah, that's not cool. And so I don't know. Speaking, there's a difference. Unfortunately, this is real life. You don't like it unless he answers to someone else that's not on the team. There's a level up authority. Mm-hmm. What happens is this is the most frustrating thing about having to do a project with anyone that's not taking personal responsibility. That is, you can't make people do stuff.
No, you can't.
No. But what you can do is, like I said, you can clearly address the matter and say what you need to say so that you feel like your point of view and your feelings are being heard, and not only am I doing all the work, but he just getting away with everything because you didn't even have a chance to speak your mind. Now, I'm also conscious of this. I'm always careful. I tell my sisters when I'm talking to women, I know it's a little different for women in the workplace than it is for men, because depending on how you come across, you got the whole stereotypes of who she is and what she thinks she is and this, that, and the other. But I just know that long term, if a person is being selfish, then you got to look out for yourself also. And that means that if nothing else, I need to find a way to professionally speak my mind.
This person is being downright lazy.
Yeah, lazy and selfish, right?
Yeah, and I thought about it. I said, he's the team lead, and I could just go in there and write up just a mess. Because who's responsible?
It would be on him.
On the team lead.
Speaking, right?
Yes, but I'm not going to do that because I have a work ethic.
Right. You got the work ethic, and you value your brand as much as the team, and the way the whole team is going to look. And so there's, like I said, the most frustrating part about this is nobody has a magical answer that's going to make a lazy team member all of a sudden start doing what he or she is supposed to do. It's just more so a case of making sure you get the project done, and depending on how long you have to work with the person depends on the level of your response. Because if it comes back around again, I'm assuming sooner or later, would you have to work with him again?
That won't be happening again.
So that's one thing. At least that won't happen again. And he has damaged his reputation, with you for whatever that means. Who knows what might happen in life. But like I said, I think the most important thing is that you protected your brand. Mm-hmm. The thing that I think you missed a little bit was when he said you can have anything else except for my paycheck. That's the old slick line that he tried to say, that he assumed you wouldn't have a response for that, because he's like, okay, you can have anything except for my paycheck. And now that's okay. Going forward in the future, when you all revisit that conversation, you will have a direct answer from him. You'll say, that's okay. Some acknowledgement when we get to the end would be great. It would have been nice to have a little bit more of your time and effort, but I understand, something happens right now.
A few lunches.
Exactly. Exactly, or something along those lines. But I think that's the case right there.
A tank of gas.
A tank of gas. You want to buy you a gas card? You gonna tell them to buy you a gas card? Shoot. You know what? I see nothing wrong with that.
Okay, I was like, yes. So that's thanks for the advice, Al.
Yeah, I think you handled it right. I think since it's temporary, I'm glad you didn't blow it up, because I know you don't be playing. So if you really wanted to, I know you would have let him have it.
Yeah, but it's just like I'd rather use that energy to get the project done.
Yes, get the project done. Mm-hmm. And we know who he is now.
Yeah, we do. And you know who you are. If you're watching this, you know who you are. And I've busted you wide out.
That's what we do here. Skill Talk. We bring out the real talk for show. Right?
All right.
All right, good.
So
is that it?
That's it.
All right, so we'll be back with some more advice in the future. As a matter of fact, if you ever have a question on a situation you're going through at your job or on your internship and you'd like for us to talk about it, just send us an email. Fill out the form on S3TEM, that's S the number 3, TEM.com. Fill out the form. Dr. Leah and I, we'll get back with you. We'd love to feature you on the episode of Skill Talk. We give you a shout out and everything, so just let us know, all right? We look forward to hearing from you. Thanks a lot for tuning in again. My name is Al Duncan on behalf of Dr. Michelle B. Lee. You've been enjoying another great episode of Skill Talk. Till next time, be safe, be well, and be blessed.
Duncan Nugget.
Boom. The show is made possible thanks to the National Nuclear Security Administration.